Hi guys, hey, hello. It's been some time, guys. I think I have not been uploading a lot of videos since the last 2 3 months. Apologies for that. But now that I've decided that I'll come back to this and I'll ensure that I put videos on regular basis on various channels in which I'm active, including this one. Right. So I'll restart the case over here. As you can see, there's one playlist and a couple of videos over there. Thank you very much for watching them. It's at masses. That's great. But right now, I'd like to restart with a very, very famous question, which is basically asked to me at every point of time, right? So, what is the roadmap to become a data scientist or a data analyst? Okay, so this is what I was thinking of a kind of a framework which I can give to anybody, irrespective of whichever junction they are lying in their career right now. So what I did was I came across something like maybe I can categorize all the audience under freshers, or they might be freshers, or they are mid-level experienced people, or they're experienced folks. Right. So I think when I talk about experienced folks, I'm talking about 8+ years of experience. Mid-level would be close to 2 to 8 years of experience, and freshers are basically 0 to 2 years of experience in the field over here. Right, so today I'm going to recommend actions to all these three people on how to build a roadmap towards your data analytics or a data scientist career. Okay, there are certain actions that you need to take. Okay, and some of the actions you are absolutely aware of, some of the actions you probably are not that aware of, or you are aware of but you have ignored them, or that kind of stuff we'll be discussing over here. Right, so the objective of this entire interaction, this video, is to suggest actions and see what freshers can do. This would become the roadmap for a fresher. Okay, this would become a roadmap for a fresher. This would become a roadmap for a mid-experienced person. You probably are experienced in, let's say, logistics and supply chain, and you want to build a career towards data analytics or data science. Then this is what we need to do. And you might be an experienced professional with 8+ years of experience, probably managing a team, let's say in software testing, let's say. Just taking an example, guys. Okay, you might be software testing or any other field, or let's say in supply chain as well. What can you do to ensure that this can be done? Now let me undo what I've just done, or probably I'll just rub it off. So I like writing on instead of creating videos on PPTs and everything, I really like writing on a whiteboard, and I believe that's how I'm going to restart again. Okay, so let me put this on this. Now the first action is to you need to acquire knowledge about all the tools. And what are the kind of tools I'm talking about? The kind of tools I'm talking about is if I talk about Excel, right? A lot of people, I'm sure, would be having a good knowledge about Excel, but it'll be great if we can move on to Microsoft 365. I think they have added some tremendous, additions over there, and I believe you're going to love that particular tool as compared to the rest of the other Excel versions. Then we have to go for SQL. Then we are talking about Tableau. We are talking about Power BI. We are talking about SQL, Power BI. We are talking about Python. This is what we need to do. Okay, apart from this, I think there are certain other platforms. If you are good at that, if you have knowledge about this, it will be great. AWS, Azure. In addition, what companies want is that you can start the moment data is ingested in the system, you can start your work. The moment data is ingested in this, you can start your work, and you can take the work till the model deployment and model maintenance as well, right? So if you have done till that particular part, that's what you need to do. Okay, so acquire knowledge about all tools is the first thing. Then I think the next thing that you can go for is internship. I think this goes, I'm sorry guys, internships. All right, then we talk about participation in internal projects, right? And finally, I'll talk about something called as IJT, then application for or application to managerial positions, and finally continue learning. Continue learning would mean that I think a lot of people are under the opinion that once they have studied Power BI, I think that's the only thing that they need to do, and they don't have to worry about the updation the tool is making every 3 months. That is a mistake done by a lot of people over here. So please don't fall into that. So these are 6 major actions that anybody who wants to build a career in data analytics must do. Right. So the first one is, I'll repeat, acquire the knowledge of all tools. Second one is apply for internships and do internships. Third one is participation in internal projects in the company. Fourth one is IJT, which is internal job transfer. Fifth is application to the managerial role. And sixth one is continue learning. Now, some of these are applicable to some of you, depending upon whether you're a fresher, mid-level experienced person, professional, or inexperienced professional. For example, if I talk about defining the roadmap of a fresher, then I'm talking about acquiring knowledge for all the tools. Definitely, you definitely are going for internship. You can go for internship across many ways, right? So I'll make up a video on this. Then how can you get internship, right? As a fresher, as a final year student, or as a recent graduate, how can you get internship after, of course, acquiring the tools? You should have acquired the tools, and then you can talk about getting the internship. Now, if you get an internship, even if it is free internship, please hop onto it, right? Probably at this age, you'll not understand the importance of hands-on work. Right, hands-on experience is going to prepare you for the 30 LPA or 40 LPA package after 6 to 7 years, right? So please take it very seriously. Most of the great buildings have a very strong foundation. This is, as fresher, is the time for you to lay down that particular foundation. Now, if you don't do that, unfortunately, the building that you build will be very feeble or will be prone to certain shocks. Okay, so please don't do this. Acquire knowledge about tools and then go for internship. This is going to give you that hands-on experience. Hands-on experience required over here for applying the tools that you have learned. Okay, even if you get to apply Excel or SQL only, it'll still be hands-on. You'll get a glimpse about how companies work and what are the various kind of stuff that happens over here. Right, now if it is possible for you, as in during the internship, participate in the internal projects over there. But again, of course, this is applicable to all the interns as well. For example, you're already doing internship. The internship is quite limited to, let's say, data cleaning. Let's say your internship is pretty related to data preparation and cleaning, but if you can participate in on a voluntary basis, on a pro bono basis to the other important projects over there, please try it up in the organization in which you're doing the internship, right? So this is the path. Once you complete this, then obviously the next thing that you want to enter into is to move on to mid-level experienced person using that. Now, once you go for internships, then you complete in the next 1 year after acquiring all the tools. You go for a couple of internships, which will take, let's say, another year or so. Even if they are unpaid, you would acquire a lot of knowledge, a lot of hands-on experience, and then you can start applying for the roles based on the internship, based on the hands-on experience that you have, and based on the tool knowledge that you have. Right, now obviously freshers cannot go for internal job transfer because this is basically for people who are already working somewhere. Freshers cannot apply to managerial role, and hence I think this step is, we can blindly say that continue learning is applicable to all the three, that is mid-level experienced people or experienced level people. But generally this is the flow a fresher has to go for: acquire the knowledge, go for the internships, acquire hands-on experience over here, participate in the internal bigger projects that you are already involved with, and then continue the learning. This is what you need to do in the next 1.5 years, and then start applying for junior data analyst or junior data scientist roles, and you need to build your career over here. Once you do this, you will move towards slightly better roles over here. Okay, don't fall into the trap of people giving you hopes of getting a CR package or 2 CR package at an age of 22, 23. Nobody does that. All right, unless you're a genius, of course. Cool. Now, if I go to mid-level experienced people, of course, they also have to acquire the knowledge of all the tools. Perhaps the effort made by them will be slightly on the lesser side. Probably they'll say that, okay, I am already an expert in Excel and SQL. I just have to learn the database tools like Tableau and Power BI and a programming tool over here, that is Python. So go for acquiring all the tools. Internship is obviously, it's too late for you to go for internship, but it's definitely not late for you to participate in the internal projects. For example, as I've mentioned, let's say you're already working with another company, let's say in the sales department, and then perhaps in the sales analytics project, in which the analytics team of your organization will be involved with, you can involve with that team towards the sales analytics, okay, so that you get a hands-on experience. This can be done on an official basis, can also be done on a pro bono basis, but this is going to give you, so this is your knowledge, okay, and this is your hands-on experience, right? You obviously will be doing internal projects, or you can go for external projects over here as well, but this is going to prepare you for that hands-on project. Try and go for IJT once you think that, okay, this is good, right? For 1 year or so, 6 months or so, I participate in 3 to 4 projects over here, and after acquiring the knowledge of all the tools over here, I have a fair enough knowledge about how analytics department work, how analytics project work. I think it's time that I can apply for an IJT. Now IJT need not to be something that needs to be like once it is released. You can always network with the departmental head of the analytics department, and you can probably involve HR and try and form or pave a path towards your analytics department. I would say that hold on your urge to apply for manager role. What kind of manager role I'm talking about? Manager data analytics or manager data science or CTO or head of analytics or something like that. So I would say that, I mean, if you're in the mid-level experienced people, I think let's not hurry into this, because there are higher chances that it'll basically give you disappointment. Okay, so acquire all the knowledge, participate in the internal projects, or for your case external projects as well. Try and go for the IJTs once you think that you have enough hands-on experience of application of the tools, and then continue learning. That's what you need to do for the next 1.5 years, as far as the roadmap to building a data analytics career is concerned. So this is for anybody who is right now in a specific field, wants to change the field, or wants to get into the field of analytics. Now I would suggest, for example, if you're in sales, you start with sales analytics. If you're in marketing, you start with marketing analytics, because for a mid-senior level experienced professionals, it'll be difficult to completely change the industry. At the same time, it'll be difficult to completely change your departmental function as well, right? So doing both of them will be difficult. So at least stay in your industry, at least change the function, get the function in place, have a couple of years of experience for sales analytics, and probably towards 2025 or 27, in that particular range, you can start applying for analytics role in, let's say, in other companies of other industries and domain over here. Right, now for experienced folks, you definitely have to acquire knowledge of all the tools 100%. Obviously, you are also not going for any kind of internship. You can participate. I think for mid-level and experienced people, I think this is definitely, you can go for it. Now IJT, I'm not too sure about it, so I'll not put a crossover here. It depends upon what kind of IJT, what kind of role you get in the internal job transfer in the company. Okay, so participate in the internal projects 100%. You should do it. You should understand what kind of analytics projects are going on. Get a contribution over there, get a recognition over there, get something over there on a pro bono basis, even if you have to stay for 45 minutes or 1 hour after your work time over here. Devote that time. The dividends will come later. Okay, now I believe that every experienced person, once you probably have to spend more time over here in participation in the project, or probably in IJT over here in the department. Once you do that, once you do this entire thing, internal projects participation, external projects participation, and IJT through getting into that particular department. Once you've done it for 3 years, once after 3 years has elapsed and you've worked on and you've gathered enough hands-on experience, then based on your hard skill and soft skill, you can apply for the managerial role. The managerial role I'm talking about is data analytics manager. I'm so sorry, I'm running out of space over here, but I'll still write it. Data analytics manager, data science manager, or it is basically a managerial position in which your task will be less technical, because if you're that experienced, I think most of the companies will not view you as a technical guy, right? Very seldom it comes out to be the case over here. So they will definitely try and exploit the soft skills that you've gained after working for 8 years in a specific industry, because you surely will have some kind of team management level experience over there as well. Okay, so the point is you can do this. Okay, so apply for managerial roles over here in which you will be leading a team of junior data analytics or junior data analysts or junior data scientists or Gen AI engineer or data engineers, data architects, and these teams, and you're involved in handling multiple projects of clients like banks, multinational banks, or various other corporations over there, and try and build a career from here. And of course, continue learning. I mean, this goes without saying that step 6 is absolutely there for everybody. Even if your role is managerial, you should definitely keep on you keep yourself updated with the technicalities as well, because your team is going to interact with you. They are going to update themselves with technicalities. Now, if you send a indirect message that I'm also aware of the technicalities, I'm also aware of the updates in the technicalities, you send a good message to your team, and that's when you gain the respect of your team members whose work is very, very technical over there. Right? So this is what you can do. You can take it up as a roadmap over here on an overall basis. Of course, there might be cases, it might be customized as per the career, as per the industry that you're in, as per the companies you're in. But I believe this is an overall flow that you should go for, if you want a transition into the field of data science or data analytics. See you guys in the next video.